We begin at 4:30 with new info on the conditions of a state prison. Indiana is spending more than $1 million to settle a lawsuit over conditions at Miami Correctional Facility that some inmates called horrific.
The ACLU of Indiana says dozens of people were kept in dark, unsafe cells, some with exposed wires, leading to serious physical and mental harm. Our 13 News State House reporter Emily Longnecker spoke with a state lawmaker who saw the facility firsthand.
Yeah, Democratic State Representative Ed Delaney has visited the Miami Correctional Facility 4 times since this past December. Now, those visits had nothing to do with the lawsuit you were just talking about. Instead, Representative Delaney says he was trying to learn more about the conditions that ICE detainees were living in the same facility. The first ICE detainees arrived at the facility last October. Indiana agreed to house ICE detainees for the federal government under a 2-year contract. The lawsuit just recently settled dates back to 2021 and involves 31 inmates, long before ICE started using the Miami Correctional Facility. But State Representative Ed Delaney says he believes Indiana's partnership with ICE has led to a greater focus on the state's prison system, including the conditions of inmates at Miami Correctional that led to the $1.2 million lawsuit.
Well, the reason is they have civil rights. Now, they're limited, obviously. They don't have the right to walk around and go out of the building, but they have a right to be treated humanely. And apparently we have failed in that.
A spokesperson with the Indiana Department of Corrections says all the issues brought up in the lawsuit have been corrected. Conditions for ICE detainees also held at Miami Correctional Facility have recently been questioned following the death of 2 detainees. According to the Department of Homeland Security, one of the detainee deaths has been ruled natural causes, while the second remains under investigation. Several religious organizations have held prayer vigils outside the facility for ICE detainees. Congressman Andre Carson also visited the facility in early April, saying he met with detainees who raised concerns about not getting medicine in a timely manner. DHS pushed back on broader claims about unsafe conditions, saying detainees have access to medical, mental health, and legal services. And while Representative Delaney has visited the Miami Correctional Facility so far, he says he has not been able to meet with any ICE detainees. He says he is working with the Department of Homeland Security to try and make that happen. At the Indiana State House, Emily Longnecker, 13 News.